Hello and welcome to the video. This time it's something a little different. No history this time, just something small, silly, cute. This is the Hasegawa offering of the MiG-15 in its Eggplane series, and I thought it would be a fun, easy build after my latest video, the huge 1/35th scale SA2 guideline. So, without further hesitation, let's dig into the box. Looking through the kit, you can see that it's a simple construction with few pieces. At first glance, the molding looks pretty crisp. The decals are typical Hasegawa quality, a little bit thicker than some brands, but not terrible overall. The instructions are clear and easy to understand. Because I've never built something like this before, I'm certain that I'll have to look at these a few times. Now that I have the fuselage parts cut out, I can take a better look at what I'll be dealing with. My first concern when looking at this kit is that the nose gear is very precariously placed. It's barely molded onto the body there. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this build without knocking that off, so I was contemplating just snipping off the nose gear now and then attaching it at the end of the build. But I decided to keep it on. If you are someone who will build this kit, pay special attention to what you do with the nose gear because it is very flimsy. With a brand new X-Acto blade on my knife, I make sure to cut off all of the excess plastic on the mold. I was a little disappointed with how much cleanup I had to do on such a little kit, but that's the way it was. I was very careful with this nose wheel because, man, is it dinky. It is very fragile. Now with the main fuselage primed, I can think about what I want to do for painting. Initially, I was thinking that I was going to do some shading techniques and make this kit really pop, but I decided no, this is my easy kit. I'm just gonna build the kit straightforward, have fun, keep it simple. So in the end, that's what I decided to do. The one deviation I made from that rule was that I cut Tamiya strip, painted it leather to look like seat belts for the cockpit, because otherwise I felt it was far too plain. After taping together the two halves in a test fit, as well as masking the oversized canopy, I decided to trace the canopy to get an outline of the canopy shape on the fuselage. I will then mask the outside of the tracing and paint AMT7 blue on the inside. That way, I've got a classic Soviet green blue cockpit. As this is a fun build and not something I'm seriously doing, I tried a new product on the canopy. It's Glue and Glaze by Deluxe Materials, and I gotta say I'm quite impressed with this product. I think I may use it on other kits after the good results on this model. After scratching away some of the primer to get a good bond for plastic to plastic, I got a little overzealous with my application of CA glue, and that ended up having some consequences. So after getting that cleaned up the best I could, and then getting the wing to fit on, I then covered the model in Vallejo chrome paint and just kept moving on. Because Hasegawa decals are fairly thick, it did take a while to get the decal into proper position. Thankfully, none of them tore, but it was a little bit of a nerve-wracking process. Each side of the model got 5 decals, quite a few Soviet stars, and then each side also got the number 15. I like the fact that they stuck with MiG-15 and then Plane 15. I thought that was pretty clever with the decals. With the decals laid down and covered up with a layer of Tamiya clear coat, it was time to take the masking off the canopy. I was a bit nervous about how this was going to turn out since I was using a new product. However, thankfully everything turned out alright and there's no silver overspray on the inside of the canopy. With good results on the canopy, it was time to do some weathering. I tried to keep the brown enamel wash to a minimum, as the contrast between the brown wash and the chrome paint was strong. With the model completed, that brings this video to an end. If you liked the video, please subscribe for further content. It really does make a difference. Here are a few shots of the finished model. It's not perfect by any means, but it was a fun little build that I was able to finish in roughly 5 hours of work over one weekend. Enjoy!